Alright, so we've been looking at a ton of controllers on this channel for a long time. We've got some that come with charging bases, we've got some that have screens on them, but these are expensive controllers. These are $60, $70, $80 controllers. We're gonna look at some today that aren't gonna break the bank. We're gonna look at 5 controllers that are under $30. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. Do me a favor, jump down to the description of this video. Down there, you're gonna find a link to my Twitch. We're doing a playthrough of Twilight Princess over there right now. You're also gonna find a link to our podcast channel. We do a podcast over there live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And on your way back up, make sure you subscribe to this channel. A lot of people think they are, and they're not. All right, we're gonna start with this. This is the YCC Team Pro control. It's got a long name on Amazon. I'm gonna have links to all this stuff down below. You'll be able to check them out. It's a big long name. It's from a company called YCC Team. Now this is basically modeled after the Pro controller. It's almost the same shape. It's not nearly as nice, but it's whatever it's cast with, it's based off of the Pro controller shape. It feels like a Pro controller. It kind of looks like a Pro controller, but it's definitely not a Pro controller. You can see here, I mean, they look very, very similar in shape. They kind of feel the same when you're holding them. This one is made of lesser quality plastic. This is probably gonna be the worst one on the list of the 5 that I got here. This one's $22.99 on Amazon. Now, if you're looking for something that feels like a Pro controller, but you don't want to spend the money on one, I mean, this is gonna get you there. All the buttons are decent. The D-pad's okay. The sticks are fine. The buttons are a little bit stiff, a little bit cheap feeling, and they're not the greatest feeling face buttons, but it gets the job done. As far as features go, this one's got some. It's wireless, obviously. It does wake the switch up, which is nice. It's got the gyro in there. It's got NFC, which for a controller for $22, if you're looking for something that's gonna read your amiibos, this controller will actually do that, which that's not something you normally find in the $22 controller, so that's cool. The design, it looks all right. It's fine. It's comfortable to hold. Feels like the Pro controller, except one thing. It's shaped really weird around the buttons and the stick over here. I don't know why, but it's kind of pointy right there. You do kind of feel that when you're playing. For some, that may be uncomfortable. For some, maybe not. But this one's pretty basic. It looks all right. This is probably the one I would recommend the least on this list, so let's move on to the next one. All right, this one I've had here for a while. It's from BinBoach. I don't know what the name of this controller is, but it's $26.99, so you're still under that $30 price point. Now this one and the other one, neither of them have Hall effect sticks. None of these are gonna have Hall effect sticks, I don't think. Maybe the last one, maybe. This one has ALPS sticks, which I guess are good. I've heard some people, I don't know exactly what that means, but this one, in my opinion, also has a nicer D-pad. It's a little more clicky, which I'm starting to really like in D-pads, but it's really responsive. The sticks are really responsive. The triggers are nice. This one is gonna remind you a lot of an Xbox controller. Now, the first one did not have any programmable buttons on the back. This one does. It's got a turbo button. You can do a bunch of stuff with the lights. You can put the sticks in a mode where they have 0 dead zone. It's got a few buttons back here. Again, turbo. You've got the button to set your extra buttons back here, and it's got another button where you can control the rumble. So with this one, you're getting a few more features for a few more dollars. If you like the way this looks, it does have like a full-on rainbow kind of shattered or cracked paint design. I like the way it looks. It's a little much. I like some of the lit stuff, some of the lit controls. This one's a little too much for me, but it does look cool. And if you don't like the look of all the RGB lights in this one, they actually have a white version or a gray version you can get for like 19 bucks. It has all the same stuff, just a regular shell instead of all the see-through stuff. It does have the RGB around the sticks, but that's another controller you can check out. I will link that one below as well. All right, the next one is one I've actually been wanting to check out for a while. I think I may do a full video on this one. This one's pretty cool. And for $34, we're a little above the $30 price point, but just a couple dollars. I really wanted to include this one because this one is very cool. It's Zelda themed, which is very awesome. I put this one in one of the last videos we did about Zelda stuff on Amazon. It's got the Master Sword on it. It's got these blue lights around the sticks that it just really, really looks good. I love the way this looks. It feels Very comfortable. It's basically the same shape as another one we're about to look at. The shells are identical. It's from two different companies. This one's from a company called Ein, I think is how you pronounce it. But this one's got the headphone jack in the bottom. It's got the programmable back buttons on the back, but they are out of the way, kind of like one of the other controllers we looked at. I like this better because I don't use them. If they're gonna have them, whatever, I'd rather them be out of the way like that. But if you are gonna use them, you are gonna have to actually like reach out to get them. They're not just right there, so I'm not sure if they're even, just don't know what the point of them is at that point. But the design on this one's really cool. You can get these controllers in a lot of different designs. They actually have several different Zelda designs too. There was a gold one I really liked before this one. This one I like a lot better. This is nice. It comes with another D-pad, so if you don't like the gold D-pad, you can put the black D-pad in there. The sticks feel good. All the buttons feel good. The D-pad is a little bit mushy, but other than that, all the buttons are fine. And for 35 bucks, if you want a Zelda controller, yeah, this one, I like this one a lot. I like the way it looks, like the way it feels. It wakes up the Switch, it's got a turbo button. You can adjust the rumble. So it's got some features, again, not a ton, but this one is good. But not my favorite on the list, and this one may not be my favorite on the list either, but it's close, because I love the way it looks. It's basically the same shape as the one we just saw. It's basically the same shape as the Ein, but this one is the Neptune Afterburner controller. I like this one a lot. The buttons actually feel even better. Everything about this controller feels better. The D-pad, basically the same as the other one, so that's gonna be the same, but the A, B, X, Y buttons, the face buttons, they feel a lot better. The triggers feel about the same as that one, but I mean, look at this. This looks so awesome. The purple, I think you can get it in other colors too. Let me make sure about that here. All right, so you can get this one in purple, or you can get it in like a smoke clear black. Both of them look really good, and you can change the color on this. I've kept it to this color because it looks the best, but you can change the color. It looks fine with any other color you want to put there, but with the purple, I just feel like this looks the best. It's got all the same features as this one. It wakes up the Switch, you can adjust the vibration, it's got a turbo button, it's got the same buttons on the back, it looks a little bit cooler. I like the see-through, and it's $10 cheaper. It's $24.99, so this one's gonna be about 25 bucks, while this one is at about 35 bucks. Now those are all good controllers. The first one maybe not as good as I would hoped that it was gonna be, but I've got another one here that I wanna just tell you about. I don't have it here, but I hear really good things about it. I'm gonna try to get one to check it out on the channel, but it's the GameSir Nova wireless controller. Now this one, a little bit over $30, but you're still in that range. It's gonna be $35.99. This is a big jump compared to the rest of these at this price point. It does have Hall effect sticks. It's got the RGB. From what I'm told, it is a very nice controller. You can get it in white, and you can get it in like a clear teal color, but they also have something else. They have the Nova Lite. Now with the Lite, it's a little bit different. This one is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless controller, but it does work for the Switch. It still has Hall effect sticks. It's under $30 and has Hall effect sticks. I don't think I can find another one that has Hall effect sticks under $30, but we have one more that we have to check out, and I'm gonna be filming that later because it's coming in the mail today, but it's probably gonna be my favorite one on this list. All right, it's here. This is the last one on the list. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate C. Now, it is very similar to this controller here. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate. This has all the features. This one has the Hall effect sticks. This one has the charging dock. It's got the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. It's got the back buttons. This kind of has all that stripped down. You still get the quality. This is still an 8BitDo product. So of all of these, this is probably gonna be the one that I would pick if I had my choice. I haven't had the GameSir one in my hands yet, but of the ones that I did, this is probably gonna be that because I know I can trust this company. BinBoach, their stuff's been pretty good, but I have to be honest, this controller is still one of those controllers that's out to other people to use. I've seen this controller, this exact controller, basically just put under a different name, so I don't know if I would trust that one as much as I would trust maybe some of their new stuff, but this is good. This is a very nice controller. It's a lot lighter weight than this one. Main differences are this one does not have the Hall effect sticks. It's still got the same awesome 8BitDo D-pad. All the buttons feel exactly the same except for the triggers. Instead of having the triggers that are kind of like Xbox or PlayStation, this one has more of a Switch Pro controller type trigger, which is fine. You don't really need that for the Switch. It doesn't have any games that really need a trigger like that. One thing I was hoping this had, which it doesn't, I was hoping it had the little prongs on the back so you could use the charge base if you had one. It does not have that, but of all of these controllers, as I said, this one's probably gonna be the one that I would choose. I'm gonna try to get that GameSir one here. I wanna check that one out. That one's also very good. The BinBoach one would probably be my second favorite that I have here. But I'm gonna have links to all these down below. You can check them all out. If you have questions about any of them, leave that in the comments below. Guys, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.